Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, here for my What's Up Wednesday. And it is our episode 4, so we've been doing this for a month now, and I am here just to talk about whatever's up, you know. And this week for me, I was thinking about what I wanted to do. Did I want to stamp? Did I want to talk about, different kinds of organizational things, cleaning things, or just techie things, just whatever, you know, making a quick card or something for you, which I do twice a week already. So I thought I would come in and show you how I clean my stamps. I mean, not my stamps, how to clean my blocks. When my blocks get really dirty, it's like, So, and I do let them get really dirty, so I am going to show you what I do and what I use, which some people may know about and not be surprised, and some people may be surprised, and that is why I am showing it to you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my camera down so that you can see, actually you'll see what my stamps are, or my stamps, I don't keep wanting to say stamps, what my blocks are stored in, and then how I clean them, okay? So first, let's turn the camera around, and I am going to refresh my page over here and make sure I see what you guys are seeing. You know, that would be nice. So there we go. We can see, but first of all, I'm going to make sure this button's turned up. Okay, I'm going to show you two things. So one thing is, this actually holds every stamp, every block that Stampin' Up has, except for this one right here. It'll hold one of each of them. And I like that because of my bigger ones. And you can tell I'm going to start to yawn like I always do. Never fails. So anyway, but what I do is I have this one that sits up next to my monitor that you see up there all the time. And that's when I have to pull extra blocks. Can't talk. But here's the one that I use all the time, is this one right here. And it has the blocks that I like and that I use all the time. So they just sit right next to this glass mat, basically. And I can, and what I do since I've had this is when I use a block and after I'm done with it, I put it right back in here. I don't have them all over the place and scattered. So let me show you what I'm going to do with cleaning my blocks. So if you can see this one right here, I don't know if you can see how dirty it is. It's got little, how I get little glue bumps all over my blocks, I have no idea. But you can feel them on there when you rub, and just where the stamps have been on and off of there. I don't know if you can see it, that it's dirty or not, but it is dirty. Let me put paper towel behind it and see if you can, I don't think, that makes it worse. But anyway, I think you can see it a little bit. So here's what I do. I use hand sanitizer. Now this is, I got it at Bath and Body Works. No, Bath and Body Works, I think, is where I got it. But anyway, I have a ton of these because I ordered them on a sale. And if you ordered like 36 of them, you got a big discount and stuff. So I ordered these and I've had a lot of them. So I just use these because they're convenient and easy. But you can use any type of hand sanitizer that's got a good amount of alcohol in it. So what I do is I just squirt a dot on my block like that. I take a paper towel and my finger and I just rub it in. And I kind of let that sit there a minute while I come to the back side and I do another little dot. And I just rub that in. And it kind of loosens that up so that when I take this paper towel, and then I just rub it to dry it. And if there's not anything real stubborn on there, it'll get it off. If there is where this was wet, where it touched that little glob, I'll just run that back over it. Well, and then I just run stuff and get back over it, and you know, just, there we go. So there we go, our block is clean. Can you tell the difference on this block? How clean it is? So what I do is I just go to my next one, and sometimes I will put a glob on both sides. That'll run a little bit, but it's okay if this one will hurry and come out. But this is almost empty, but I have cleaned a ton of blocks with it, so that's okay. So I'm just going to rub that in on both sides. Rub it in. Now I'm going to take this and just clean. So that is what I do to clean my blocks. And then what I do is I just go all through my cases and I clean my blocks and put them up until the next time I stamp, and then they're all dirty again. But it sure helps if you keep the residue off of your blocks. It helps them to, for your stamps to adhere to them better. And you know, if you've got stamps that's kind of falling off or moving a little bit on your blocks, it probably means that there's dust and dirt either on your block or on the back of your stamp. So the thing of it is clean your blocks. If it's still happening, clean your stamps. Run them under some warm water and dry them really good on like a clean chamois or something, and that will usually help those a lot. I try not to use something that's real dirty, you know, and sometimes my chamois are very, very dirty. You can even take like, I use a lot of times a microfiber towel and just wipe them off real good after I've run them under hot water, and that will clean them, and then you should not have any problems with it. But I keep one of these little hand sanitizers next to my blocks, so that if one is really dirty and I'm wanting to use it, then I can clean it right then and there. And it only takes a second. You're not putting these in any dishwasher for them to get cloudy, because that's what can happen when you are doing it in a dishwasher. You can get, sometimes they will get cloudy. I don't know if it's the kind of detergent you use, or if it's the heat, or if it's a combination of both. Could be. So, but this is kind of like a no-brainer thing. And I tell you what, doing this with this right here from Bath and Body Works, it smells very good while I'm doing it. So I choose to do it this way. And I usually will do both sides at one time, because if I do that, then I'm just getting it done a little faster. So I've about got this whole tray done just by sitting here talking to you, and you can see the dirt that has come off of these. And when your paper towel gets too nasty, I have usually 2 or 3 sitting there, because it depends on how dirty they are, on how dirty my paper towel gets. This one's not real dirty. I'm just going to put it on one side, because I think that might be enough to put it there and just come back here, because that wasn't real dirty. So let's just do that. So you can test this out and see what you think about it. It's a great way to do it. And mine sure smell good. Mine smell like, right now, they smell like black cherry Merlot. So that's pretty good, isn't it? I also, in here, I keep this little pin here, and I clean it where this is wet. This little pin is what I clean my, while we're doing this, because it's in here, and I usually clean it when I'm trying to get these things cleaned. It's what I take to clean out my, either this as my precision glue gun, or the bottles with the little bitty tips. Well, if I can get it in there, that would be good. And I just poke that in there and clean that out, and you can see how it brings, I brought a little dried tip of glue out of it, so because I've been using it today and leaving it open. But I also clean this with this glue. It takes it right off and makes the pen good as new. But I'm going to move that pen while I clean this block. This one's not real dirty either. I must not be using these a lot right now. But I love this little case. My son made them. He got a 3D printer right before Christmas, and I'm like, oh, can you make me some things? I'll tell you what I need. And what I did with this blue one right here is I sent him the picture in the catalog of our blocks so he'd know the sizes. And I said, just make me something for that. And he came up with that one, and then he made this one that has wider spots where you can put a couple of them. So this holds my favorite. These are the ones that I go to all the time, and with doing classes, last time I had a class, I took it right with me upstairs because I do my classes upstairs, and I just took that with me, and I had all the blocks that I needed for my class. It was great. So anyway, I'm going to clean one more block, and then I'm going to turn my camera around. And I'll have this whole section cleaned. Yay. That's another something done today, you know? And I thought, well, I am just going to share this little tip here. And like I said, you know, you can see how clean they're coming just by wiping both sides. And when they're not real dirty, you don't have to use as much. But when they're dirty, you want to make sure that you saturate to break that glue loose that's on there. Because the alcohol in there, I think, is what's breaking that up. And just makes it nice and neat. Okay, let me turn my camera back around. And there you can see my video. There we go. Push my thing up just a little bit higher. There we go. So that is exactly what I wanted to bring to you. I thought it would be a great video. I hope you liked it. You can tell me in the comments if you did or not. I am hoping so, and I hope it gives some of you some ideas on how to keep your blocks really clean so that your stamps stick really nice and don't move on you while you are creating, okay? So I will let you go now, and you have a great rest of your week. Be creative when you can, and we will see you again. Remember, I'll be on Saturday for my Simply Saturday card, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.